Drinking buddies, I got to review this Bernheim wheat whiskey barrel proof edition for 2023, but I thought maybe it'd be kind of fun to do a little Find the Imposter. Let's go.
I'm your drinking buddy.
All right, drinking buddies. So most of you know that there is a subcategory of bourbon called wheated bourbon. This one would qualify as that. This is a wheated bourbon at 114 proof. Its mash bill would consist of between 10 and 20% wheat, but it could be anything up to 49. Because it's bourbon, it has to be at least 51% corn. Now, to be wheat whiskey, it has to be at least 51% wheat. So right here we have this Bernheim. It's going to be A223, 118.8 proof, and it's going to be 51% wheat in the mash bill. It is wheat whiskey. It is not bourbon. Next here we have this Journeyman Distillery Corsets, Whips, and Whiskeys. This is going to be 116.6 proof. It is going to be 100% wheat. There is no malted barley in this. There is no corn in this at all. So that one should stand out. I don't know. And then last up we have this Old Elk Double Wheat, and it is going to be 71.5% wheat, 25% corn, and 3.5% malted barley, between 6 and 8 years old. They're probably, these two guys are probably about the same, about between 6 and 8. I believe this to be a 7-year product. I thought it said on here, but I don't see it. Nope. 7 to 9 years. And this guy I think is pretty young, because this is a craft distillery. So I think this is pretty young, but it's got some really unique flavors on it. But yeah, it's from Three Oaks in Michigan and Journeyman Distillery. So anyway, I mixed them up. Let's dive in. This might be, I don't know, call me crazy, but I think this might be easier than I may have given myself a layup here. Because just off the nose, I'm pretty sure this is the Old Elk Double Wheat. Because it's just giving me that Old Elk vibe, which is like MGP to me, which is like just caramel, bourbon, vanilla, oak, but it just all comes together in a certain way that just tells me MGP. Oh, yeah, that's really good. So we got cherry, vanilla. It's like a cherry vanilla cola. Yeah, some oak on here. Really nice and sweet, syrupy, great texture. This is fantastic. Yeah, that's a cherry bomb. I don't remember that Old Elk being that cherry forward. Normally I get a lot of cherry on Weller, but this particular Weller Full Proof just gives me tons of peanuts, which might make me mix it up with this. Oh, this one's a musty, dusty, funky nose. Oh yeah, super funky. Oh yeah, that's... Okay, let me explain that better. This is like... Spilled some. Got a little crazy there with my swirling. Anyway. Dusty books, wet tree stump, like a meadow. I'm in a meadow and there's like birds chirping and I'm just smelling the fresh cut grass, and it's just fun. It's a little funky. That one is really peanutty, really peanutty. Caramel and wow, yeah, a little bit of black tea thing on the finish. Give me sweet tea vibes. That's really good. I think that peanut thing is telling me it's one of these two. Oh, this one's got a cherry thing on the nose. Oh, yeah, I'd like cherry vanilla. Oh yeah, the vanilla is strong on this guy. A little bit of an oak thing. Cigar box. Oh yeah, that's cherry comes through on the palate. That's got some of those darker like dark cherry, like some of the things you only get with age. So like leathers and tobacco notes on here, which is funny because on the nose it smells kind of young, and on the palate it tastes like it's got some age to it. That's really good too. We are 3 for 3 for good whiskey. I have been a little bit hard on this Weller Full Proof, but that's just purely because it's a really, really hyped bottle, and I don't think it's as good as a lot of the hype would tell you it is. It's a good bottle, don't get me wrong, but people paying $300-$400 for it, it's crazy. Oh yeah, this is the Journeyman. It's just like a sweet, funky nose that it's the Journeyman. I know it's the Journeyman just off the nose because I've had it a couple times. As you can see, I do like it. I'm going through it pretty quick. I've only had that for a couple months and I've already gone through half the bottle. But it's dark chocolate on the nose. There's a grainy thing that I would call like I'm smelling a bowl of cereal, like shredded wheat cereal, Frosted Flakes maybe. It's a nice, unique nose that doesn't smell like anything else I'm used to smelling. Yeah, that is tasty. I get cola on this too. It's a really like a cola flavor on the palate. The chocolate comes through on the palate, and then the finish is more of like classic bourbon flavors, your brown sugars, your bourbon vanillas. Yeah, that one drinks to me like a bowl of oatmeal. I really like that. I think it's a really fun bottle. It wasn't very expensive for craft whiskey. I think it was about $60, and it's a pick from Trevor's up in Scottsdale. But anyway, I threw it in here because it's barrel proof wheat whiskey, barrel proof wheat whiskey, barrel proof wheat whiskey, and full proof bourbon. That's why that's our imposter. All right, so that's the Journeyman. This is the Old Elk, I think. Huh. It's kind of funny. Only one of these is giving me peanuts. And I just feel like Heaven Hill should have that peanut quality to it, but I've never tasted this particular product before. Meanwhile, Weller shouldn't have a peanut thing, but I usually get peanuts off of it. And I've drank about half this bottle, and every time I get peanuts off of it. So I don't know which is our imposter. I'm going to go through these again really quick, and then we'll come back with the result. This one is really giving me those MGP vibes on the nose. So I think this is the Old Elk. This one gave me a really heavy, dusty peanut thing, like a peanut shells thing on the nose the second time through. I mean, it literally smells like I'm at a circus and there's peanut shells all over the place. This is what this is giving me. And it's good. I really like it. It actually might be my favorite of the bunch, but I'm probably, I know this is the Journeyman, but I'm leaning towards this being my favorite just because it's such a unique experience. But yeah, this is the Bernheim, which I'm going to have to go ahead and call. I'm pretty sure this is the Bernheim, I guess I should say. But I'm going to go ahead and call it a buy because I do really like it. And I think my least favorite of the bunch is the Weller. I think this is the Weller. I think class 3 is the Weller. This is the Weller. And then this is definitely the Journeyman. I mean, I'm 1,000% confident of that. Well, let's see if I'm a pretender or if I'm a queen sweeper. So this was the Old Elk. Old Elk. This I said was the Bernheim. Bernheim. This I said was the Weller Full Proof. Weller Full Proof. And last up, I said this was the Journeyman, and that's the Journeyman. We did queen sweep it. We found our imposter, and you know what? It was an imposter when you're dealing with these 3 great whiskeys. So I would say if you're out there and you're hunting for Weller Full Proof, don't waste your time. Grab one of these guys because they're better. I really do feel that way. I really feel that these 3 bottles are better than that Weller Full Proof. Is it good? Yes, I'm even picking up some cherry on it that I don't normally get off of it. I am vibing with it. I like this pour. All three of these other ones, there's just more going on. Well, drinking buddies, I really appreciate you guys watching. This has been really fun. If you like to see this type of thing more, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, and then you'll see it all the time because I post every single day. At least I'm going to for 2023. I'm going to post a video every single day. And we are more than halfway through the year, and I have succeeded thus far. Link to become a channel member in the description below. Cheers, drinking buddies. Thanks for watching.